Hello and welcome to the Dice by the Sword podcast. We release these podcasts every Wednesday in 2 easy-to-listen to pieces, so you can keep up to date with all the action and suspense of our campaign wherever you are listening from. Of course, if you want to check us out in real time and see everything unfold as it happens, then you can always head over to our Twitch channel, D20 by the Sword, to see us play every Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT. Now, get comfy, turn up that volume, and settle in for this week's episode of Nyxalia, an Aetherbound Saga, here at Dice by the Sword.
Hello everybody and welcome back. If you are here on the VOD channel and YouTube, then welcome to part 2. For those lovely Twitch viewers that have been with us the entire time, we are back. Let's jump into the session proper with this lot. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. So,
what's up?
You all gain the benefits of a long rest. Ulrich, you can knock off one of your levels of exhaustion. Only one. You don't get any more than that because you died. However, before we jump into the session tonight proper, thank you very much, Luke, for putting that is very good timing, because I forgot to mention at the start of the session that currently Luke is doing a charitable event where he is walking 120 miles for charity. It is the Stand Up for Cancer charity. He's halfway through, I believe. You've done 60 miles up till now, right?
65 now.
65 miles. So the idea is that Luke is going to walk 120 miles in April. He's halfway through the month and halfway through his target, so he needs all the motivation that he can get, and the best way to motivate Luke is with money. Your money, I might say. And look, he doesn't want it. He wants you to give it away to charity. So click that link in the chat and donate what you can if you can. And it's all going to a great cause. It is Stand Up for Cancer. And if you hit the link, you can actually see the updates from Luke and Jeff's adventures. Don't go there to see Luke. Go there to see Jeff, because he's the bestest and most handsomest of boys.
Correct.
So, you all gain the benefits of a long rest. Ulrich, you can knock one of your levels of exhaustion off. I believe that leaves you with 3 now.
Yep.
Cool. We are going to head into the downtime segment. Now, we are going to keep this quite high level. It is going to span a full week. So, here's what I will tell you. So, I will give you what is happening in the town for the week, and then I'll come to you individually and ask you what your character has been doing. So, as it stands, we are now the evening of the celebration. So we're now a week ahead. Time has passed, and in that week we are now going to recap what has been done, do any skill checks that need to have been done, and any roleplay moments that needs to have transpired, we'll do them. Cool. So, town events over the past week. So the rebuilding efforts have begun. Carpenters from the surrounding regions have been arriving and begun to help rebuild the town. The town square becomes the hub, as there are crates, hammers, and timber being hauled to roofs. The roofs are being repaired, foundations of homes are being rescued, foundations of new homes for the rescued quarry folk are being laid, and this is the beginning of the week when survivors begin telling stories of your bravery throughout the town. Children run through the streets pretending to be Ulrich the Earthbreaker, or Coric the Firestorm, or, you know, just pretending to be you guys, being like off on their heroic quests. Another thing that's been happening this week are the defensive preparations. Captain Torren Vale oversees the expansion of the town guard. Volunteers from Blackfall Quarry who want to help the town and need a place now to call home have begun to volunteer for the town guard, and Torren Vale has begun overseeing the expansion of the town guard, i.e. training them, getting them outfitted. Another thing that you have noticed is that there are 2 new watchtowers being built within the town, on the town's border. And you see that where all town gates are, the town gates are also being renovated and fortified. There has been there are new defensive gadgets being installed throughout the city. So defensive early warning horns are being put in, and there are new magical light towers, so to speak. So the salvaged aether crystals are being harnessed to power sort of like spotlights, Dan, like in that case, yeah. Another thing that's been happening throughout the week is that Mother Varna Solbright has begun daily prayer services for not only the townsfolk, but for all the survivors as well. Towards the latter part of the week, though, there has been people of high spirits. There has also been people with low spirits as well. A few residents whisper throughout the town that although the consortium may have lost Blackfall, they surely haven't vanished, and that they believe a storm still brews and that there is trouble that will come this way. And the main thing that's been happening this week, as well as all the rebuilding, there has been preparations for the celebration that will happen tonight, where Whistlestone will honor you guys and honor those who were lost, where a night of light, laughter, and party is afoot. So, you have a week. So during this week, you guys have spent your time doing what exactly? Now, who would like to go first as we run through what you guys have been up to for the last week?
Yerl.
Hey, Yerl, let's go.
Okay.
Whoa. I think Octavia should start first now.
Yeah,
That's not-
absolutely.
No, why?
Speak first.
You know, you
Speak
have a good point. Octavius, what would you like to have been doing during this week?
Oh, man. All right, then definitely some of the more interesting, some less interesting things which Octavius would be doing, rather than just getting used to the actual new house and new environment that they are in, trying to clean up every single bloody surface of that house as much as he can from dust, and of course caring about the garden as well. On the top of his list, there would be writing few letters to a few people throughout the week. Some more important than the others. Yeah.
Okay.
Secondly, he would like to learn how to use the Tinker tools, which he believes to be very useful, and definitely him being a rogue would give him a few advantages throughout the not only story, but his personal use as well.
Okay, no problem.
Then something more personal now to Korhek, actually, as he would see him tinker with his arm and such throughout the week. On the very start, actually, he would like to give him the Aether Shard Crystal, which he had from the Blackfall Quarry, for him to upgrade or do anything with whatever he likes to do with it. As he doesn't have much of use to it, he's not a magic wielder yet, and yeah, he doesn't care much about it.
Okay.
The almost last thing, he's going to be working on a wonderful item, which if you guys have played Assassin's Creed, any of the games, then you would know a hidden blade, which is mostly inside of the sleeves. He believes it would just make it way faster for him to rather just grab a dagger and do with it, rather just pull it out and he can already use it very professionally. So hopefully that would work. And the last thing that he would like to do, which is the most important thing for him, is to buy a set of cards, a playing card set, which he would like to play and practice a little bit, as it's been a very long bloody while since the last time that he has done that.
Okay, so take 5 copper pieces from your coin for your deck of cards. So, Tinker's Tools. How many days are you going to try to learn this? It does take a while to learn any particular skill or tool, so you can make a start on this week, but it depends on how successful you are. So how many days would you like to dedicate to learning that?
I would say he would take 2 hours every single day. Just like going into the shop and just trying to fill with some stuff, then just stop in the next day where you left off.
To learn a tool, you need to make a skill check with that, that particular skill, i.e. if it's an intelligence tool, if it's whatever. So, Tinkerer's tools, I believe, are intelligence-based. So, I'd like you to make me an intelligence check, please. I need, if you're trying 2 hours a day, I need 5 of them consecutively.
Okay.
If you make, you need 5 successes to learn the skill. If you critically succeed, that counts as 2. If you critically fail, then it might have consequences. It might knock one off potentially. So, what's the first one?
The first one is a 16.
16, okay, that's 1 success.
18.
Okay, that's 2.
12.
That is not enough to succeed.
Dirty 20.
That's 3.
And 14.
Is not enough. So that's 3 successes. So, something that's... Oh, my headset's just turned off. 1 second.
Mine was doing that too. That's why I've switched over to my buds.
Headset problems.
Me buds.
Me buds.
Oh, God. There we are. So, with any skill check, something you might not know is that the way I run them, the first couple of checks I'll let you find in your feat, so it has a lower DC. The more successes you get, the higher the DC gets, the more you train. So you have 3 successes, you have 2 failures, so you haven't mastered the skill as yet, but you can make a note of that, Octavius, so that in future you know exactly where you're picking up from. Cool. In terms of making the hidden blade, this would require you to have a smith proficiency, tinkerer's proficiency. Do you have either of those things?
That was the Tinkerer's tools check. that was the reason for it. But no, sadly I don't. I have a forgery kit and thieves tools, but other than that I don't.
So there are ways in which you can have this made this week, but it would look like you would have to go and pay somebody to do that. Maybe the new local smith or someone in town to try and make that for you. But that would be the only way to do that.
Yeah, I think I would go to the smith, and what weapon I would just give him was like, hey, do me a weapon in that type. It would be the hunter's fang. I would be like, just sketch something, do something with it.
Okay, so you want him to adapt the hunter's blade to a makeshift gauntlet that has a release mechanism to draw the blade out towards the palm of your hand. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd like to roll me 2 D100s, please.
Oh man, 2 D100s. I never rolled that before.
What's the first one?
Dude, I'm so dumb. So on the D10 it's a 7, and on the D100 it's a 0. What the hell is that?
That's 7.
Okay, 7. Okay. And on the second one, it's 97. That's nice.
Okay, it is going to cost you 104 gold pieces for him to adapt that into a gauntlet.
It's a risk I'm willing to pay for.
Well, you rolled a 7. That could have been a hell of a lot worse. So, really good that you got a low odds roll on that. Okay, so you pay them. They've told you it'll be ready by... You take that the first day. Give them that for the week. By the end of the week, they will have that ready. So take the 104 gold, and they give you this gauntlet with the release mechanism for the blade.
Oh, I love it. I love it!
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You hand the Aether Shard to Korik, and you write your letters. Where do the people reside there where you're sending these letters to?
All right, so I believe... Okay, the first letter would go to, I believe, Ravenwild. Yeah, go to Ravenwild. And the second... Actually, both go to Ravenwild. Yeah, both of them do.
Okay, both of them go to Ravenwild. It's going to cost you 20 gold a letter.
Okay.
Royal Mail, man.
Mail is so expensive. Why be a lawyer? Just be a postman, man.
Hey, look, it's how do you think it's getting to Ravenwild, dude?
Yeah. So 20 a letter, right?
Yes, if you were sending him in Soltharan, it would be a lot less. Believe me.
Oh yeah, and into the second letter, he's going to put one of the red gems into it as a smaller thank you.
Okay, no problem. You've already sent me the details of who those letters are going to and what that pertains to. So just take off another 40 gold pieces and they will be delivered.
All right. And for this card specifically, a small thing I like to do, which is I like to mark them in a little bit of a system that Octavius would know about. Just like a smaller, maybe a chip on the cards.
Okay, so you're trying to gain the advantage in any card game by knowing the cards. Good, I like it.
With the deck specifically, yeah.
Okay, you spend some time doing that. That's no problem. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your week of downtime?
Can I roll how well I take care of the garden? I want to clean that bloody garden up.
Yes.
You don't need to roll anything, but let's say I'm going to say that given the week, you spend quite a bit of time weeding the garden, cleaning it, taking like all the dead plants out, all the rest of it, and getting it nice. How's that?
Yes.
Lovely.
He spends more time with the garden than with the toolkit. Like 3 hours a day in the garden and 2 hours a day with the tinkers.
Excellent. Okay, who's next?
I might as well go next since I've been given the Aether Shard. So yeah, Coric's week is going to be trying to optimize and work on that arm, just get it more functional, because it is cobbled together. Is also going to want to study the Aether Flare repeater a little bit and the shard that he's been given.
Okay.
And is going to want to help out with the gadgets that they're putting together for the town, so the lighting and stuff, because any experience he can get with the Aether crystals, I think, because he's wanting to kind of understand the magic and how some of the gadgets might work.
Absolutely, no problem. Okay, so in terms of the arm, to get it to the to where I think you want it to be, I think a couple of Tinker's checks would be fine. So go ahead and roll me 2 Tinker's checks for that, please.
Sure thing, boss man.
There's a really cool thing you can do on D&D Beyond, by the way. You can make your own custom skills. So you could make a Tinkerer's skill if you wanted on there.
Yeah.
So if we ever played and you need a digital thing, you could just press that and it's fine. Anyway,
that sounds cool though. For God's sake, exactly the same.
Ha ha ha! The Butchins crew could be the group name if we can prove the others have Butchins. What the fuck? Well, Jack has a Butchin. You can see that. Jack definitely has a Butchin. Luke doesn't have a Butchin. Dan doesn't have a chin.
Nope.
And I do have a Butchin, but it's beneath my beard. So there you go.
I don't remember what mine looks like.
So it's Dan and it's Luke and the Butchins. Anyway.
What?
Moving on.
The first one, I assume, is definitely a fail because that was a 6.
That is a fail.
And the second is a 17.
17. Okay. It is going to require a little bit more tinkering to get it to. I mean, you make some good progress on it. Really good progress. You start. There was a little squeak in some of the gears that you weren't happy about. Some of the springs didn't seem to be doing what you wanted to. So you do make some good progress on it, but it isn't quite where you want it to be just yet. Cool. You do spend you do spend some time helping out set the gadgets up and what have you. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check, please.
It's a 6. What is going on? What is happening?
It's High Roller Luke again.
I know, yeah, he's back. So, there is somebody in the village who is currently taking care of these early warning signs. There is an individual called Selwyn. He's known in the village as Selwyn the Tinkerer.
Right.
Right?
What does he do?
Tinkers.
Ah,
And
In public.
he's a little bit guarded with the information that he knows. He's very much like he's spent years honing this craft and applying it to what he does, and he's very guarded when it comes to it. You find it very difficult throughout the week to try and prize anything from him in terms of information. However, what I'd like to make a note of is just write out like Aether knowledge, and then you can put 5 boxes next to it. And we'll use this, and as we progress through the campaign, any time that you gain knowledge on etheric magic, we can tick this off. And once you get 5, you'll have a pretty decent knowledge on how to harness the magical properties of aether crystals and such, right? But it is a steep skill check, so it is going to, as you progress, you'll get better at it.
so what we're saying is a 6 isn't good enough.
No, it is not good enough. No.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, good to know.
You then spend some time with the repeater, studying it and trying to understand its properties. Again, I'd like both a tinkerer's check and an intelligence check from you, please, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna try different dice,
That would help.
which is good because I've got lots of them.
Good.
So the tinkerer's check is a 18.
Yeah.
And the other one is a 5. Yes.
Oh, he's so good at what he does.
Jesus Christ.
These bloody
You need
dice.
new dice.
I'm just
New
going to
dice.
burn all the dice.
Yeah. So you start to understand the way the mechanical elements of the Aether repeater works, but the actual function between how the Aether crystal powers this thing and that element of it is still a little bit foggy. But is there anything else you'd like to spend your week doing? Buying dice, maybe?
No.
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to have obviously badly invested all his time into trying to understand stuff,
Okay.
which has gone well.
Excellent. Who's next? Ulrich, Yarrett, or
Eric, I ship it.
Eric. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
Eric, who's next?
Yeah. Oh, go on then. I'll go. Okay. Yeah, we was going to spend the first portion of the week going to Mother Varna to assist in helping with any of the survivors, those who have come back from the quarry that maybe need someone to talk to of what they experienced, to sort of be heard, be listened to know that what they went through and what they suffered, they never suffered alone, and that they're safe now, and to try and help them sort of integrate into life in Whistlestone. She is going to, of her share, she's going to give 100 gold pieces to Mother Varna for continued help with those who need to start anew in Whistlestone, with extra supplies that may be needed for care of their temple, just to sort of try and give back and help those who need to start again to start comfortably and without having to use too much of the town's resources that is being used to rebuild it.
Okay.
She's also going to not sort of like stake out, but she's going to sort of keep her eyes open. The arrow and the message that she read has caused her to be on edge. So she's just going to, as she's going about her every day, just to keep one eye open, sort of always keeping sort of her, not keeping her back to anybody, just keeping an eye out to see if she can spot where this message may have come from, if they've infiltrated Whistlestone, if they're watching her and her new friends. She's going to probably chat to Auric at some point, because she's going to be interested to see what happened and what he experienced when he was no longer with us from a cleric point of view. She's going to pray. She's going to sort of make sure the house, along with Octavius, is shipshape and nice and clean and homely, and making sure that it's always a very nice place to sort of come home to, and just prepare herself with more bandages, going to Mira to see if there are any potions of healing, anything that she can add, just to sort of make sure her pack is always full for if anyone should need her.
Okay. So you spend a lot of time at the temple, and you see that Mother Varna is very welcoming of you. First maybe half a day, she's very much like next to you, walking around with you, and but then very quickly just kind of understands what you're doing and just leaves you to it, and shares lunch with you most days, kind of. She's very grateful of the fact that you're here helping her and the people within not only the temple but the town. When you offer her the 100 gold pieces, though you can tell that she's reluctant to take it from you, she's very grateful. And this really is cemented in over the coming or the following few days, because every day that you turn back up at the temple, she goes, "Oh, we've managed to secure a supply of clothing. We've managed to secure a supply of food sorts. We've managed to oh, wonderful. We needed to pay people to bring quarried stone, because we're planning on building a longhouse towards the back of the town to house refugees and travelers." And every day she's telling you like how your money is being utilized to better the town, and every time she tells you, you can see that the light behind her eyes is like just beaming. She's so happy to be able to share this with you, and that it's almost reaffirming that you are the cause of these things happening in the town, and she wants you to know daily, like, oh, by the way, we've sorted this, we're doing this is happening, just to let you know. I never overly thanks you for it, but it's more
Yura will come and help, like when it's the next day, if there's like, oh, we're putting up this house there, she's going to go and be there helping. They're putting the walls up, putting the roofs on, making sure that they've got things like doors and things. And as each day goes and each sort of family or person is settled, she's going to be taking them like a basket of like food and drink and ointments and things, just so that they have like almost like a sort of a welcome pack kind of thing, so that they have essentials, that there's food always in their homes, that
Love that.
if they need tinctures, if they need potions, if they need bits and pieces, if they have children, she's made little teddy bears out of scraps and things like that, just so that they have a sort of a semblance of bringing back the hope that, just because you've been through this awful thing, it's not going to keep happening. You're safe now. This is your home now. Kind of sort of just reaffirming that that good she wants to put back in the world.
Absolutely. Love that. You go over to Tamira. She supplies you free of charge. She supplies you with 5 bandages for no monies at all. She can't supply you the potions of healing free, but she does give you 20% discount, so you can have them. She has 2 that she can sell you around maybe halfway through the week. So that's 80 gold for 2 potions of healing.
Okay. That's fine. I'll take that.
Okay, so put 2 potions of healing in your inventory and take 80 gold from it.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the week, like you say, you're keeping an eye out. You don't see anybody that's that's seemingly watching you, keeping an eye on you, or anything like that. However, you spend one of the days towards the back end of the week. You spend one of the days about your normal daily duties, heading to the temple, heading and helping people, and as you have gotten into the routine of doing this week, heading back a little bit earlier than you anticipate anybody else being back at the home. Maybe Octavius might surprise you and he's still, he's out in the back garden tending to it, but nobody else is there. But as you approach the front door, you see something that unsettles you for a moment as you see a single black feather on the doorstep. As you move closer and you pick the black feather up, as you look at it, you see something that you're very familiar with. Along the stem of the feather, not where obviously the bits of feather come out, but the stem, there is a very clear red mark that runs up the stem of the feather. Very clear. And you know what this means. You've seen this before. You've also been in this position before. Not quite on this side of it, though. What do you want to do?
She will take it.
Eat it.
She's going to go into the house. She's going to keep the door open. She's going to make a fire in the fireplace. And then she, with the door open and looking out to the door, she's simply just going to put her hand out and drop the feather into the fire. And in Aarakocra, she is going to say, "You will never take me back." She's going to sort of linger for a bit as the feather burns in the embers and the fire. And then she's going to go to the door, and as she's going to close the door in Aarakocra again, she's going to say, "You will never take me from this." And we'll shut the door.
Okay. The rest of your week goes as you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Ulrich or Peanut? Sorry, Charlie. 2 weeks on the bounce now, innit?
Be quick.
Peanut, Ulrich, who goes next?
Peanut.
Cool,
Yes.
Peanut.
I think because of that, Ulrich should go.
No, we don't play by those. We don't play by those rules. Sorry, Jack. Peanut.
Okay.
Turn your mic on, darling. There you go.
It is on. Hello.
Hello.
I can hear.
Yeah, everyone can hear you.
Oh. Because she moves so much, I muted her because I could hear the backdrop. Sorry, that's my fault.
You hear me move?
I could hear the thing on your chair rustle every time, so I was like, okay.
Again was up. My bad.
Okay. Peanut, what are you going to be doing for your downtime this week?
I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to first I'm gonna go to Korik and I'm gonna go up to him and just be like tap him. Hey Korik.
Yes.
You know how you can make like a really cool stuff?
I'm aware that I can make things. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that you could make me a gun that has the ability to shoot eggs?
Why?
Because then I can have an improvised weapon.
I mean, eggs are quite fragile.
Yeah. Not if you hard boil them.
So you want it to be able to. I still think they're quite fragile.
Like you know how you can make a cannon?
Yes.
Like a cannon for eggs.
So are you thinking like, rubber bullets?
Sure. I don't know what that means, but like a cannon or like a gun, and I put the egg in the gun, and then when someone is being bad, I can shoot it, and I can choose if it's hard boiled, scrambled, or what's the other one? Raw, and then they can be all wet.
Deal with that, Korik.
A very genuine question.
I can give it a go, I guess. I can't say I've ever put any thought into firing eggs before.
Now's your chance to start a new project.
And to make this clear, you do understand, right, that this is probably going to be non-lethal, yes?
Yeah. But you underestimate, because if you get a hard-boiled egg and you do it at close range, that's gonna hurt. And if you get them in the right spot. But I don't intend to kill anybody with eggs. Kind of. But it's just because I think it would be really cool. And then when cheese grows up, I can use its eggs, or I could ask Gerald if I could get some eggs. And then I could use it as a weapon.
Unlimited ammo, baby!
Gerald, fire. Just turn around.
Gerald's like, okay, sure, but pull my finger first. Like, anyway. Fucking hell.
There's a device actually that Peanut can use for that, and I think Octavius would love to introduce you to that weapon. As Peanut's talking, as Peanut's talking about it, Octavius is going to grab an egg, take 5 feet away, and throw it at Peanut.
Catch it.
Do you though?
Touch it.
Just really like a baseball.
Okay, so Korik has been tasked with making an egg cannon. Excellent. What else are you doing?
Indeed.
Peanut's like, that's all I need. I'm out. That's my downtime.
Yeah.
That's the week done.
Yes.
I would just follow him around until he makes me. She'll be like, "Is it ready? Is it ready? Is it ready?" Like the whole time. No. And then I think she's gonna take a wander through town, and she randomly gets a little memory come into her head, and she's like, oh, the donkey. I have to make sure I promised him I would see if his house was fine, and I want to go to the little farmstead that the donkey was.
Okay.
I just want to make Dan do the voice again.
So, if you remember, the donkey belonged to the gentleman that was heading away from the town.
No, I know that, but Peanut doesn't. Because of her short-term memory loss, she don't remember shit.
Cool.
She just wants to go to a farmstead.
Cool. Okay, let's do it. Fuck it.
Great.
Why not?
I just wanna
You begin to trail your way through farmsteads on the outskirts of Whistlestone until you do happen upon one that does in fact own a donkey. And you see it. It's lovely. It's calm. It's out in the field outside of the farmstead and is just happily grazing.
Can I speak with animals?
You cast Speak with Animals.
Incredible.
Hey, dude. You remember me?
Oh, what's happening, man? As the donkey's head just turns and looks towards you.
Oh, no.
I swear you sounded different last time I saw you.
Oh, I never met you before in my life. What you doing in my house, man?
You don't remember little old me?
Get out of here. I'm going to bat your ass. And he begins to, trot towards you.
Hey, wait. And I pull out an apple. You want it?
What colour's the apple?
It's a green apple.
You've offended him massively. He begins to charge towards you.
Okay, I throw the apple at his head and start running.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
I'm shouting, Yarrow, please, if you can hear me. I'm in trouble.
Just imagine blowing a whistle like...
Suddenly she just comes in. Like, what are you doing now?
That's a 12.
12? You make it just back to the fence before you hear a behind you, and this donkey headbutts you, and you go woof, and fly over the fence and just land on your back on the other side. And he turns around and just goes, "And don't you come back!" And turns and begins to walk back into the field.
I just gonna get him and go, "You're a stupid ass," and keep walking.
Okay, how long?
Ow.
And how long does Speak with Animals last?
A while.
Yeah, how long's a while?
Hang on.
Sick.
I think it's 1 hour. Hang on.
I can't believe I did that voice.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay, it won't last until you get back then. So cool.
Damn it. And then she's probably gonna, when she goes back, really pissed off at the stupid donkey, but then she forgets the donkey existed. And then she's gonna go to a temple or any of the nearby temples, and she's gonna try and look for anything about any of the gods that were in this world, or anything maybe that indicates anything about the circus that she was with, if they've ever traveled through here, anything like that. She'll spend some time doing that.
Okay. Make me a religion check. I will say you won't find any information out about the circus. You ask a few townsfolk, and somebody in town mentions they don't necessarily say to you that there is a circus. However, somebody hands you a leaflet, a small leaflet that says that there is a pop-up casino that is currently in Meadowvale, which is west of Whistlestone, about about a week's travel.
Hang on. Meadowvale, you said?
Correct. Small town that is west of Whistlestone.
Okay.
I see that Jack has frantically written down casino.
Casino.
Casino in Meadowvale. We have to head there next.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. But Meadowvale seems interesting, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's great history.
Yeah.
It's
Not relevant.
rich tapestry of
Yeah.
knowledge.
Okay. Religion check.
It was 14.
A 14. You know that there is only one temple in town. It's the temple that obviously Yeril goes to daily. It's the one where Mother Varna is, and you go there, and she starts to obviously tell you about Eos, or Eos. No, that's not right. Sorry.
Kael'thas.
There you go. Yes, thank you.
Kael'thas.
Thank you. Yes, it is Kael'thas. And begins to tell you a little bit more about that kind of religion. Once he finds the fucking thing for Kael'thas. Again, because I have many, many notes. So, Kael'thas is a primordial deity. And with that religion check and spending some time with Mother Varna, Yeril and Peanut, you will start to figure out... I mean, Yeril, you'll probably know this already, but there are two types of pantheon in this world. There is the primordial deities and the ascendant deities. The primordials are gods that have been here since the dawn of time. Been a part of this world for eons. And Kael'thas is part of the primordial pantheon. Kael'thas is the shaper of earth. The symbol for Kael'thas is a hammer striking an anvil over cracked stone. And the characteristics and teachings of Kael'thas are patience and stability and steadiness. And Kael'thas is credited with forming the continents, would you believe? And it's believed that the foundations of the floating islands are thanks to Kael'thas. There is also, Mother Varna makes mention of a rumor or a myth that legends say that Kael'thas slumbers within the earth, and his dreams manifest into earthquakes.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, anything else for you for your downtime?
And then she's gonna, like, in the market, like town square kind of area, she's gonna try and set up like a little mini stage, and not like a really shabby, like, makeshift sign that says talent show, just to try and make some money for the town, because she ain't parting with the money she earned, but she will make money from them and then give it back to them.
Okay.
Yeah, makes no sense.
No, how many times are you doing this?
She will do it every single day. She will usually do it like as people are on their way to their tavern. So like dinner time ish, like as people like have their dinner and go for drinks, she's gonna do that and like and she'll perform as well by juggling her chicken. She only has the one at the moment.
So it's less juggling and more throwing a chicken up and down.
Yeah, because you need to let me get more chickens, but you haven't. So once I get more chickens, then I will juggle more chickens.
Okay.
But that's what she's going to do. She's going to invite people onto the stage to like perform.
Cool.
Like,
go ahead and make me a performance check, please.
As a bard, it's shocking.
It's just people eating outside taverns going, ignore her, she'll go away. Just eat your food, ignore them. Don't give her money. Don't give her money.
It's the chicken lobber.
23.
Just ignore her.
God, she's here again. He's just like, so sorry, we don't know why she keeps coming.
Yeah.
Performance check?
23.
23?
Yeah.
Precise chickens.
Yep.
I am a bard, man. I was in a circle.
Throwing and catching those chickens with ease.
I threw them really high.
Second.
Yeah. Obviously. Go on.
14, 27. Okay.
As I'm doing this, I'm also like trying to play the bagpipes.
I was gonna say, do you just throw the chicken, but like just pressing the bagpipes with your feet or something?
No, I'm doing it with one arm and like I'm trying to because I can't play the bagpipes. It's shocking.
Oric needs to build a one-man band setup.
Yes.
79.
I will make the songs.
The harmonic
89.
Yeah.
Okay. So throughout the week, you make 89 silver. So it is 8 gold and obviously 9 silver.
How much did you say? My mind just was like
89 silver, was it?
89.
Yeah, so 8 gold, 9 silver.
Okay.
Your week of throwing a chicken in the air.
Okay. And then at the end of the performance of the first night, I'm gonna take like the handful of coins that they put inside my little egg basket that I had, and I'm just gonna like throw them back out to people.
Okay.
Just hurling chickens and hurling coins at people, not even nicely. Just there you go.
It's all part.
Loving it.
It's all part of the
My
performance.
eye.
Yeah, performance is an art form, actually,
You have
Ulrich.
to understand it.
Yeah,
Come on.
like,
That's what it is.
you obviously don't understand the concept of it. Like, Jesus.
You just don't understand Peanuts, okay? And then she'll spend like the rest of the time kind of like following Korik around, like to make sure he's actually starting to make it. And
Okay.
that's pretty much all she's gonna do, like the whole time.
Okay. Okay, side note, Peanut's not around, Korik. Are you actually going to attempt to try and start making this egg gun?
He's going to be thinking about it.
Cool, that'll do. That's where
I'm
it
not gonna
starts.
stop. I'm gonna be sitting there like, is it done yet? Is it there yet? Is it ready yet?
Ruminating on the blueprints, like it. Cool. Ulrich.
Yes. So just to clarify, a long rest is just time spent doing nothing. It's not necessarily sleep, right?
Resting is it's
If I just stayed at home for like a good long amount of time to equate to a bunch of long rests, it's not like I have to sleep 4 times in a row to get rid of my exhaustion. I can just do less than everyone else and rest it off. Or does it specifically count as sleep?
You could like nap through the day, maybe.
I'll say that you could spend 2 days resting.
Okay.
That's a day, a night, and another day.
Okay.
And that will clear it.
Okay, cool. So I will take the 2 days to mostly rest, but to like little things he's going to do during that time, just to sort of get out and stretch his legs, see the world, you know.
Oh, then you can't. Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay.
Oh,
cool. Well, he's just going to crawl on the floor around the house trying to be useful, drag himself around.
Someone bring me some fucking soup.
You're all just going to come and bring in like breakfast, lunch, dinner, have a chat with him, tell him what they've been getting up to, and then just like sort of now go back to sleep.
Sounds great. I'll be around soon.
Okay.
You'll rest up.
Okay, no problem.
So,
you spend a couple of days resting. No problem at all.
Cool. So during those 2 days, do you want to have the conversation? Because he's going to be at home pretty much. So you probably have caught him like just in the garden at some point, just taking in the night air, watching this.
In Goliath culture, when somebody touches your cheek, that means marriage.
We are together now.
Yeah, yes. Sorry.
Mommy, daddy.
That's how babies are made, right? What I was told.
I don't know. Yarrell just seems to shit them out. Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's a very beautiful process.
First she goes in the back garden, makes a nest, and then the next day there's
a cheek, and then just there's a chick the next day. Yeah.
The stalk Aarakocra comes in the night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
It's a baby in your cabbage patch.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we just find him in the garden.
Sorry, I realise I've just massively derailed what is probably going to be a very nice moment, so go ahead.
That's fine, we're used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, so...
Yeah.
So, or it could just be on that bench in the back garden, sort of just under the tree, just watching the sky, essentially, just kind of... You can still see that he's probably like halfway through the first day, so he's still quite tired, but there's a bit more life to him. He's kind of sat up, just around.
You will come and you'll see that he's outside and just come and sort of sit beside him on the bench, just I don't know, sort of like quickly checking him over to sort of see how he's getting on, because he's must be relaxing, so she doesn't want to disturb him too much.
He kind of just sort of acknowledges you like there and just sort of smiles a little and looks at us. Different sky to what I was used to. Different everywhere I go, but always looks a little bit like home.
I was gonna look back and look up as well. I know what you mean. I see so many different skies, so many different shapes of stars and how it all looks, and yet it always seems the same. Always brings me a nice sensation of being part of something.
I suppose you're, well, not to make assumptions, but I assume your home is the sky, or at least lots of open space.
Yes, it's here and there. It's
Everywhere.
pretty much it. Home has become a sort of state of mind, really, than an actual place. I haven't really stayed in one place for too long, such a long time, that sort of everywhere becomes home after a while. It's quite comforting in that way, that I can make a home wherever I go, not just having to long for it in background.
I know what you mean. It is the creed of the wanderer. What we are. Just walkers of the world, experiencers of everything that goes on.
Exactly. But,
Are you? No,
well,
go on.
I'm curious to ask about if it is okay for you to ask about your experience when you left us. What did you see? What did you experience?
I finally saw what I always thought to be there, but was never quite sure. But I was able to view the majesty of the world tree in all its glory before me. I saw its roots and its canopy. I saw people, my people, giants, titans, all the primordial beings of stories I've read, tales I've heard of, all walking and existing within, the world tree, what I believe in, my religion, I suppose, if you want to think of it like that.
Must have been a great comfort to have been there, not to have seen something that would have brought you unease, but something that you hold greatly in your heart.
It was different. The ones I spoke to, the one I believed to be, or at least I hope to be, for Thalos, told me that I was not supposed to have trespassed where I was, and that I hadn't quite attained true passing, I suppose. We have our version of, up and down, like all religions do, but I think I walk something different now. When I returned and I had made it through their trials and tribulations to return to my body, to return to you, Isor puts a hand on your knee slightly. They told me that while I have a purpose, I walk this earth, but when my task is done, so am I. And I don't know if that means, like all peoples, I will just one day die, or if it means that I have a particular purpose and that will bring me to my end, but I don't know.
She's going to put her hand on your hand and give it a bit of a squeeze and say, I'm so glad you came back, and I hope that you do not leave us anytime soon. We still have more to achieve.
Oh, we have so much more to do, and so much more traveling I have to do with you and all of you. I was not ready. And I did not want to leave you. I couldn't in my heart just disappear after one fight, after one battle. There is far too much I need to do and that I want to do. So I couldn't leave you. But yeah, my path is not done. I don't know where it starts or where it ends. I don't know what it means necessarily, but I am, as they say, the wanderer. That I will wander until my journey is complete, and then who knows? Maybe I'll pass on to more, maybe I won't. Maybe you'll all come with me. Or maybe we'll have fixed whatever needs to be fixed. But I can't worry too much. No point.
There's plenty of adventure to have, and such is the way of how we see the world, that we are sent on the paths and we think we're going one way, but so many chances take us in all sorts of directions. It doesn't seem as a linear path anymore. It seems that we branch off, we make new paths, we make new adventures with those around us. And I'm enjoying this new adventure very much.
I like that. Branch off. We do that. And we're going to. And you have been the most enjoyable company I've had for a long time. And I want to keep it going, so don't worry. I'll always be in the front, taking the licks, taking the hits, making sure that you guys can carry on to all the greatnesses you've gotten you. And I'll see you there. Maybe that is my purpose. Who knows?
Just know that I'll be at your back, defending as best I can and trying to patch up all the holes that they're poking you. But
well, I'll be in your front, making sure that no one gets through me to put a hole in you at all. And kind of just sits and just falls back into the tree a little and just allows the night to roll on.
So, what else would you be doing during this week, Ulrich?
So once he's back up and running and really feels like he's properly back to full strength, sort of does a few squats, like a bit of running around, feels back into it, he's going to...
Because that's the like how you measure being back. Yeah, a few squats.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. It's like 50s workout.
Yeah.
Steak, eggs and steak.
Yep, like it.
So a few small things. He is going to remove the tunic he's had on for like the longest time. Find a tailor in town to have it like repaired, or have the sigil from the back put onto a new one, something fresher, something greener and more embossed than it was before, just so he has the same thing on the back and the same decoration, but just a nicer, newer one. And he's going to commission that.
So the Weavers Guild would be able to help you do that. That's no problem. Probably cost you 5 gold.
Yeah. So he's just going to ask them, this was the original, can you please repair and or make this better, but please keep the sigil as it is, and then leave it with them for whatever time.
Absolutely.
He's going to make his way to Eliza, and of his gold, give her 200 gold and just say, look, this is for the town, this is for the people. Whatever you need to do with this money, just do it. I don't need that much. I've got enough of what I need, so here. And he's going to give her 200 gold to aid for repairs, whatever, more armor, more people, that kind of jazz.
Okay, no problem.
And then for the majority of his week, or the remaining 5 days, he is going to find Karen Thorne. Karen Thorne? What was his name, right? Torrin, thank you. Torrin, I know what his name was. I was thinking of someone else. The card captain. Torrin.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to him, and he's going to spend his remaining days training, honing his skills, and perhaps some of the other people who are looking to start fighting. And I want to hone Ulrich's skill to give him, or at least attempt to give him, a fighting style.
Okay.
So
what fighting style?
I want to try and get him the dueling fighting style. So essentially he is toning up and sharpening his skills with weapon and shield.
Okay.
And really bringing that into its like fullest.
Okay. This is going to be a skill check. Okay. Just thinking about what skill to make you roll.
Mhm.
So you're doing every day for 5 days.
Should be like from most of the day, from sort of early till late-ish, I guess. Training, talking,
Okay.
doing drills, doing sparring matches, that kind of jazz.
Okay. So let's have it. So you're not going to be doing it via feet. So you're going to be looking to just pick this up as a downtime thing. So it is a long process, to be honest. It's a lot longer to learn a fighting style than it is to learn like a tool, Tinkerer's tool set, for example. Rules as written suggest that it can take around 6 to 10 weeks of part-time training. You could find a mentor. If you were to get a mentor, you could shorten it to the 6, but it would take 6 weeks of doing it. However, let's look at okay, let's make some skill checks. Let's go with, you've already got the equipment, so you don't need to do anything like that. Let's go for a strength-based one for now.
Okay.
So we'll go for a strength check. I'm going to say, because this is harder than learning a tool, it's going to take you 10 successful skill checks, but the curvature of degree of difficulty will extend over that, so
yeah.
We'll sort that out. Cool. Go ahead and roll me 5.
Which strength skill do you want, or do you just want it to be a general strength test?
Just general strength check, please.
Okay. So do you want me to? Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's fine. I can, because that would just, because again it would be a +5 because it's strength, so it's initiative plus my strength score anyway. But that's like a save or a thing for most of my strength-based things. So +5 would just be what it would be then.
That's fine. Yes.
Sounds cool.
Yes, sir.
Just checking. Okay, first one is a 21.
Okay, that's a success.
The second one is a 14.
Is a success.
Okay. Second one is a 22.
Success.
Okay. That one is a 25.
So that's a natural 20.
No, it's a 19. So I got a +5. 24. Sorry, 24.
Okay.
There you go.
Is still a
that's my
success. Yep.
bad. 16.
16 is just enough to succeed on this, on the 5th. That's 5 successes out of 10. So you're aware, the DC for these will ramp up. The final one will be tough.
Yeah.
But you've got 5 out of 10 successes for learning this new fighting style.
Cool. Well, just for future reference, if I wanted to, how much time would I have to put into like a test outside of sort of a lot of downtime to
say about 3-4 hours?
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just so I know, like if I want to pepper it in during adventure time or whatever,
yeah.
Sound.
It would be 3 to 4 hours of very much dedicated, undisturbed time. Are you all right, Luke?
I'm singing the theme tune to Adventure Time in my head. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. Anything else from you, Ulrich?
No, that would be everything.
Okay, and thus concludes our week of downtime. I realised the time, so just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to we'll get through the rest of the session, but I will kind of monologue a lot of it, and we'll go through it. All right. So, as dusk falls over Whistlestone, the town square is transformed. Cobble streets are draped in garlands of woven flowers and flickering crystals. Lanterns, each lit by a different household, hang from every beam and window, a tapestry of light in defiance of the darkness that they've all survived. Children run between tables overflowing with cider, stew, and sweet cakes, giggling as they play heroes of the quarry, A group of elders raise a slow, solemn toast to all those who haven't returned. Somewhere, a fiddle starts a reel, and feet begin to stamp on the wooden platform hastily built as a stage. Above it all, on a scaffold as such, wrapped in ivy and light, Mayor Eliza Harrowbrook stands with a proud but tired smile. People of Whistlestone, we are alive! And there's a huge cheer. We are here, and we owe that in no small part to those brave souls who now stand among us, as she gestures to you. And as she does, the crowd again erupts in cheer. We have lost much. We carry scars seen and unseen, but we have hope because of them. Because they stood between us and ruin. To our heroes! This town is yours as long as you wish it. You have earned not just our thanks, but a place in our history. Forever. The town erupts in cheer, the music plays loud, and the party ignites. You see, throughout the night, people are plying you with as much food and as much drink as you would like or as you can manage. Children rush to you for signatures or autographs on their crudely making fan art, where they've drawn you in pictures and asked you to sign them. A couple of the townsfolk grab one or two of you and force you to dance in a dance circle and refuse to let you leave until you smile and join in with the merriment. They would probably target you, Coric. I'll be honest. And the night will erupt in merriment. Throughout the night, you will all be approached by various different townsfolk, all of which providing you with a small token of thanks. Ulrich, you will receive a small dwarven forged pendant that's shaped like a mountain. And you are told it is a symbol of resilience. Peanut, you will be handed a small silk handkerchief embroidered with a glowing thread. You'll be given that from the Weavers Guild. Octavius, you will be handed a hand-carved wooden wolf, and it's given to you by a small child. And they say, this is to protect you like you have protected us all. Coric, you will be handed a small leather-bound journal, small book, and you will be handed a small inkwell with aether-infused ink. As you're told, this is to record the tales yet to be told. And Yeril, you will be handed a small cloak pin in the shape of a raven feather, which is black and silver, which I don't know how you're going to react to that, but they hand it you as a small token, and you're like, throw it in the fire! You will not take me!
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
But you are handed a small cloak pin of a black and silver feather. As the night and the revelry winds down and the stars emerge above the torchlit town, Ulrich, you are approached by somebody you've not seen before. They are wearing road-worn boots, and they have a satchel. As they approach and they go, excuse me? Excuse me, sorry, are you Ulrich?
Yes, that's essentially my name.
Oh, thank the gods. This is like the 15th town I've been to. Here, this is for you.
Oh, 15 pounds just for me. Sit, have a drink, have some food. You must be tired.
It's okay. I'm good. Thank That'll be all. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He turns and walks away, and you find in your hand a small parchment that is neatly folded and sealed with a green wax bearing the mark of a flame wrapped in a silver circle. You immediately recognize this symbol. This is the insignia of the Sentinels of Verdance.
As he looks at the seal, sort of the merriment he had been, where he's been showing Goliath dancing, where it's essentially just like the Russian like kick step and then like wah.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I like it.
He's doing, what's it called? Rasputin dance. He sort of looks at it and quickly finds himself to a table with an open torch and breaks the seal and opens the letter sort of quickly and reads what's inside.
Inside is the following. Ulrich. It's been some time. I wouldn't be writing unless it was important. I need someone I can trust, and you're the only name that I didn't cross out. Come to Dustport. Find me at the Violet Lantern, near the docks. Do not delay. No uniforms, no questions on the road, just you. We'll talk once you arrive. Signed, Keon.
Oh, okay. Oh, dear. Wow. Never thought I didn't think I'd hear from you this quickly. He sort of reads it a couple of times just to take it in, and then sort of looks across the swathes of people, because he is probably taller than all of them, and spotting everyone just kind of beckons the group over to a table sort of outside the crowd for the moment, just where it's lit enough.
Okay.
And I assume everyone gathers?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Ulrich sort of stands very, not stony faced, but he seemed like more business than you've seen him before. He's like, I know we are celebrating, and it is the night we will still continue to do so, but I think I may have potentially, if we wish to stick together and do good, our next lead and our next mission. An old friend of mine, the one who helped me get out of Little Branch, is asking for my help down in Duskport. His name is Keon. He works for a group known as the Sentinels of Verdance. They are fierce warriors, fiercer than any I have seen. They protect the balance of nature, so they have told me before. And if I am being summoned by my friend, then it must be bad, or at least serious enough. I was never an official member, but I did travel with them for a time. If you all feel like you wish to, I would happily take you with me. It would probably be dangerous again, and he has only requested for me, but that does not mean that I won't bring my party and my friends with me. So, how do you feel?
The stone seems to have rebuilt. Town is healing. They don't need us right now. If your friend has written, if your friend is in need, and they call for help, then we should go and help. Don't we?
Well, I think so. But I know him, so... Auric, Octavius, Peanut, what say you?
Yep. I go where you guys go. You can't get rid of me.
I can't say I'm looking forward to fighting another bad guy, but what else could I say than yes? Of course.
Of course, anywhere that I can go and do some good, that will be good with me.
You fill me all with happiness, you really do. So, we have our next next adventure together. And we're really going to need a name if we're going to travel around. I've met bands of people before, and they like to name themselves as groups. It seems to go down well when you enter places.
Well, maybe I can help with that. As you turn and you see Mayor Harrowbrook approaching you all. The place you're staying... Hello. The place that you're staying is called Hearthwatch Hall. And it is for those who guard the flame of hope. Now, use that, because that is exactly what you've done for us. The world's bigger, though, than this place, and there is much hope to protect. But, no matter how far you go, you'll always have a home here. And we'll always be watching the horizon, waiting for you, waiting for the next story for you to bring home. Now, I have some wonderful Skybound rum that I've been storing. It is lethal, and I haven't touched it in a little while, but I have 3/4 of a bottle, and wouldn't you know, 6 glasses. So, shall we? And she immediately just starts pouring glass of this this spiced rum, this berried flavored spiced rum. Space rum. You're all gonna fucking fly. You all drink and continue on with the merriment. The next morning, you see that the sun rises behind the peaks of the Iron Spire Mountain, casting golden light across the rooftops of Stone. The town is quiet, save for a few early risers sweeping porches and clearing the town square of the night before's merriment. You find yourselves at the edge of town, at the southernmost gate. Your new home behind you, but the road ahead calling. The wagon is packed of all your belongings. Maisie is rested and ready to travel. Her hoofs paw at the ground impatiently, and a good crowd of villagers have gathered to see you off. Orenvale approaches, goes, "Safe roads. You've done enough to earn quiet ones, eh? We'll see you when you get back." You see that Mira approaches and goes, "Here," and hands you a small package of travel supplies, dried fruits, some smoked meats, and you also see that there are a few tonics in there. No health potions, but some tinctures that you can make use of, in case you end up somewhere where your names matter. And she kind of winks towards you, Geralt, and kind of steps away. The mayor doesn't say a word, just stands at the edge of the crowd and nods towards you. Then the gates open, and the Stormward province unfurls before you. The road to Dustport unfolds, and our band of adventurers begin travel towards their next destination. And that is where we're going to bring this session and this arc to a close. Thank you very much, everybody. We will be back. Well, I won't be, but this lot will be back next Sunday for Rift Together.
Rift Together.
So, If you weren't here at the beginning of the session, then please tune in next week. There is going to be a wonderful little 3-part adventure launching on Sunday next week. And it is, well, if it's all to be believed behind the scenes, it is going to knock your fucking socks off. It's going to be great. So tune in next week. Luke, who are we raiding this week, sir?
We are raiding a channel called UGT Show, which apparently stands for Undeniably Good Time.
Love that.
Nice.
Looks like they're currently streaming some Pathfinder 2e content. So, yeah, we'll send everybody over.
Very cool.
Excellent. So, yeah, please don't go anywhere. Please stick around for a few minutes in there. And their channel, raid, put the comments in, drop some emotes, all that kind of stuff. We will be back next Sunday for more Dice by the Sword, and then in about 4 weeks' time, we'll be back with Nyxalia and the next leg of this journey. But that is it for Arc 1. We'll be launching Arc 2 next time we come back to Nyxalia. Thank you, everyone who's joined us tonight. Thank you for the raids, the follows, the subscriptions, everything. You guys are amazing. We will be back next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. Fare thee well, my friends.
Tatty bye.
See you later.
Goodbye, farewell, ta-ra.
Well, we hoped you enjoyed that as much as we did. Hit all of those notification buttons, and if you liked what you heard, subscribe to us on the social media platform of your choosing to be kept in the loop with all that goes on here. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we hope to have you back soon.